If you love making money and want to win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and want to win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking
Just cash.
Big E, Just Cash
Yo.
Money. What's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back. You already know what time it is. It's Just Cash.
Oh, you want
And-
that? There you go.
Oh,
Have that sound. Have that.
I like it. I like it.
What's up, bro?
You already know. Joined by Underrated. What's going on, man? How are you?
Hi. Lighting this joint. Can you hear it? How's that sound?
Hi. Is that a double entendre there?
Yeah, on accident. That's how awesome I am. Damn, look at
hey.
that. But bro, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that screen got me excited. Look at that. Up 6 units on the season in 1 week and 2 days. 1 week and 3 days.
No,
all right.
yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice, and I mean, if any of you guys were with us in the stream yesterday, we also chopped up a lot of good plays. We saw big Shrewsbury came through for us, Neo. Both those guys got their fantasy. Shrewsbury got the points if you got it. Quit. And then Big Cade, I mean, he ended up clearing the points. Coming up a little bit short of the PRA. So if you got the bumped lines, and actually he cleared both lines, so either one of those for the scoring, one of those unfortunate. He only had 4 RA, but still was a good game. Would like to see him do a little bit more work down in I think like 8 minutes left, man. He went 5 or 6 minutes straight without recording his stats, so unfortunate, but still made some money yesterday. Shout out to the big coach as well. He posted some stuff with the discounts they had. Boo, Prizepicks. They had one stinky taco, of course, but the Wimby one came through, so still made some money yesterday. And then we snapped up some good value. We knew these lines were going to bump, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. Mostly today, we're going to be focused on the Purdue-Alabama game, so we'll briefly touch on this Pittsburgh game because there actually could be a play that'll open up. But other than that, man, it looks like they're already loading the board up for tomorrow. So we'll just kind of go through, talk about some stuff, and then we'll go from there. So going to be a busy weekend. Again, a couple games at least that we'll have on the docket, and looks like they're ready to push props out. And hopefully that'd be nice to see, more consistent going forward because, bro, it's been like 1 a.m. getting ready to go to bed, and then they start loading up stuff for the next day. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, dude. And Aunt the Kid's here.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
And Danny C. Danny C's here.
Hey, what's good, man?
And Q Donkey's here. You know the man. He brings the plays.
Every day, we appreciate it.
He got another play too under here. I'll let you get to yours and then we'll go to his.
Yeah. Well, before we hop into it, if you guys do us a huge favor, if you haven't already, make sure and hit that like button down below. And if you're not subscribed already, click that button. Turn those noties on so you don't miss out. We will definitely have, I think, some more overnight plays too going forward. We've been just kind of keeping it real tight for that and waiting for the really, really good ones. So keep an eye out for that. And then last but not least, be a part of the Discord in our community. We're still running the 7-day free trial down in the description. So check it out. Come stop by, say what's up, and win some cash.
Oh, shit.
All right.
One time. TJ Chapman's here. He's here. And he says he's tapping into college basketball with y'all for the first time.
I love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. Glad to see you again, man. Hope all has been well with you. And it's been a good start so far. Week 1 went really great for us. And week 2, we're hoping to see, same results here. That's all we can ask for. But we got a good game tonight. This Purdue-Alabama game, I think, is going to be hopefully living up to the hype. And, it's far and away the best game on the slate, hands down. Just looking real quick and see if we can get any kind of news on. So let's pivot real fast before we talk about that. I did see he had a question about Laureate, because that's also in this first game. There is an island game that starts in obviously the top of the hour, and then there's another game that starts at 6:30 Eastern. But from this game, honestly, Brett Laureate is, for me, the only player that I would even consider more of a fantasy guy. I know he's been killing it on the glass lately. Kind of surprised he's all the way up to 8.5 rebounds, but after
that's what Q Donkey has too, fantasy. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the fantasy, I'm definitely with that. Just does a lot, and dude plays really well on defense. He's been good about keeping the hands to himself, so I totally back that. For me personally, minor other side of things. Sorry, we'll talk about Pittsburgh in a second. The only other person I would even consider would just be Hunter Huff, and that's just really for his straight up scoring upside. Doesn't really offer much RA, so you are risking basically it all for the threes to be falling, but. Either of these two guys, that's my only consideration. All these other dudes have just been very underwhelming. But I get the Laureate play, absolutely. On the other side of things, though, what we are waiting on for right now, Braden Cummings was a late scratch from this last game. I think he had an ankle injury, but the coaches ended up sitting out for that one. But the first 2 games, man, I really was impressed with what I saw. We got a solid usage rating, mid to low 20s. Can't be mad at that. But the dedicated 3-point shooting from him looked pretty solid. So, me personally, especially after seeing these first 2 games, albeit, yes, they were against a little bit easier schools, but still the volume shooting looked really nice, and ability to get the free throw line is pretty sweet. So kind of surprised Prizepicks actually bumped him down to 11.5 points earlier. Will you give a gander at Underdog and see if he's 11.5 or is he still 12.5?
Talking Cummings?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I think Prizepicks has that wrong, or either what I'm looking at's wrong, but it says 4 o'clock on mine. Not on Prizepicks, but on a different site.
What is in, like, this isn't the correct time?
Yeah. Like an hour late. Should be an hour later. No? Okay. Well, no, I got wrong. Yeah, what I got.
Yeah, unless this is just completely wrong. But here, let me double check.
You got 2 against 1, so okay. You're probably good.
Yeah, 4 o'clock Mountain Time. That's 2 hours behind me. Yep.
Okay.
So 6 Eastern.
Okay, cool. Cummings here. I'm looking on Underdog. I see 12.5, 1.05 to the over. So a little bit of plus money for 12.5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised about that. He could end up being a late scratch for this game as well, but his lines just kind of stood out. I mean, even the 15 PRA, if we're offering this much scoring upside, if he can get 4 RA, I think that's totally doable. But the 11.5 points definitely stood out to me. So I'm curious if he does play, will Prizepicks put that line back? I'm not sure, but is this a 2.7? Let's see. Yeah, they already dinged the payout for that. But we'll keep an eye out for that. We should get that news. I mean, honestly, anytime now.
I'll be refreshing over here while you're talking. In case it pops up, I'll let you know.
All right, sweet. Oh man. Well, there's definitely a handful of games that are on the slate. Obviously they didn't really load up the board like one would have hoped, but let's just go ahead and hop into our plays that we had. One of them being TKR, expected to make his debut or season debut tonight. They're definitely going to need him against Alabama. I think they were able to get away with kind of nursing that little hip injury that he had, because he ended up being a late scratch for the first game, which is kind of surprising. But I think that was really just off the back of they were projected to be quite the favorites in those two games, so they didn't necessarily need him yet. But this game, they're absolutely going to need it. And ironically, he got hurt against Alabama last year, or exited the game early from that, and he only played 10 minutes. But second game that he played against them looked phenomenal, and he really, just brought the pain. 26 real points, and then the rebounding was also at 8. So albeit, yes, this year he is playing more as a forward in the power forward, which honestly I think bodes a little bit better for him to just be able to snag some of these long balls that Alabama's likely going to take. I mean, we saw them put up a lot of threes this last game, and even one of their bigs is also a three-point shooter. So that's kind of cool. I think the center, I'm kind of surprised that he is seeing so much action today. Those last 5 red bars might hurt some people today. But we'll see. But the 5.5 rebounds definitely stood out for us yesterday. That was just kind of a wild line from FanDuel. And as you can see, the line moved dramatically from where we posted it. We got it at minus 140 at 5.5, and he was at 7.5 on all the sites. But it does look like he kind of nestled in at the 6.5 across the board for most places. So feel pretty good about that full point value. And, minus 140 is not bad either for a straight bet. So real happy about that. Last year, he was solid on the glass. I mean, again, Bama games looked good, but overall, especially for the 5.5, guy averaged 6.5 on the season. So can't be mad at that. We were able to get that live value in the Discord. So again, check it out if you're not a part of it.
Yes, sir. 5.5. 5.5 is amazing. Now, it is rebounds. We hate rebounds in the long run, but got to play that value at 5.5. That's crazy. He should fall into that. And Warzone Podcast is here. He says, "We back, baby."
That's right. We back. We are back.
And AOD is here. He says, money, underrated. We love you.
What's up, man? Great to see everyone back in action. And hey, hopefully, like I said, this next week, we were looking at the schedule and things are about to start really heating up. So once these real games start getting underway, we're going to see these players playing, full minutes and full workload. All right, one last thing before we move away from TKR. I think just as a blanket play for him, 31 fantasy was a pretty solid line for him last season, especially in the second half here where they actually had to play meaningful minutes. He definitely turned it up, but the Alabama matchup looked great. I mean, he went for 40 plus in that one. And even a short amount of time, I mean, hell, 7, almost 8 fantasy in 10 minutes isn't the worst either. So the season long, though, he was really, really solid in these competitive games. So something that stood out a little bit more, honestly, didn't make any sense that some sites have him at 29.5 PRA. I think Prizepicks has him at 28 flat. But, you're telling me bro's not going to get one block or steal? He averaged at least one last season and only 1.5 turnovers, but still, Alabama's not causing many turnovers, as you can see here. But 31 fantasy, I'm not mad at that, man. This dude goes out and plays 30 minutes tonight. He's going to get that.
It's all about that injury. If he's 100%, should be okay. The lines are a little low. I don't know. 19.5 is kind of a lot, but his rebounds look low. His fantasy, like you said, looks good. Man, we just need that healthy TKR out there like we didn't get with Yaxel.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, And he's one that's not going to try and shoot a bunch of threes and stuff like that. Like, bro's going to try to get to the rim, trying to get to the line. I'm actually kind of surprised that he's staying at 19.5 points. It looks like the field just kind of betting him up today. But the personal level, I don't know if I can still make 19.5 points. That's probably going to push me into the fantasy range. But if you want to play the PRA, I get it. 28 is kind of up there. But the fantasy definitely, I think for me, it's going to be for any kind of late bets or after confirmation. That'll be one move that you can consider.
That's what's up. Hugh Donkey has another one when you're ready, too.
Sure. What you got?
Justin Moore assists.
Let's take a look at this guy. We got Illinois, or is this Loyola? Wichita. This game kind of low scoring. Oh, yeah, they have it on here, actually. I forget they have game lines up here. Let's see.
Yeah.
It's 5.5 points.
That's cool how they have it like that, actually.
Yeah, it's super helpful.
I'm so
All right,
lazy.
so what
I don't want to
happened?
flip to another tab.
Yeah, no, that shit's annoying. Well, the first two games looked great. I mean, they were great matchups. Not sure what happened in this last game. Let's see. Loyola Chicago. All right, total's a little bit better. Okay, 153.5. That's actually not that bad. But what happened in this last game, though? It was a close game. Obviously, it was a lot lower scoring of a game. Well, let's see. Did somebody come back? I mean, it's an assist prop. What was it at? 2.5 or 3.5?
That I do not know, sir. 3.5 looks like.
3.5, yeah. I mean, it's a low line. Not a fan of seeing this particular defense is allowing the least amount of assists. Maybe that's just, product of an easier schedule, but they are playing some defense here. I mean, it's a low sweat. Like, I get it, based off the first two games, he's definitely putting up volume, but it's a little weird to see him take such a dip, going from 6'8" and down to 2. I have to do a little bit of digging behind that. That one I'm not 100% sure about, man. He's playing minutes. That dude's out there for a lot. So, I mean, there's that. He's someone even, what's this guy's like fantasy or PRA? He's doing kind of a lot here. See, yeah, they don't want to give a fantasy or a PRA line. Does he just not have one at all? Yeah, wow, that kind of stinks. I mean, it looks like it's going to be his best line or most favorable one. I don't know if I would risk the scoring upside, but yeah, I mean, he's a passer. Point guards are going to do that. Again, I would do a little bit of digging into what happened this last game, though.
Okay. I was just over here looking at Bet Online and how they finally got their same game parlays up, and they have these points too high, man. Why do they got Braden Smith at 19.5 points?
Do they really?
Yeah. They give you a little worse discount payout, but it's better than Hot Streak. That's why these are exciting. You got to get into these this year.
What site was that again?
Bet Online. It's dope. It's a dope site. It's like second amount of famousness for offshore. They're legit. Them and Bovada, pretty much the best ones for this kind of stuff.
Okay. Definitely have to check that out.
Oh, you'll love it. We're gonna smack them up.
Man, I like me a good assist prop. This one's definitely interesting. I'm just again, whatever happened last year. I do like the fact that he was definitely the guy whenever he did play last year. Limited sample, so there is that. All right, well, let's keep it going. Other side of things we got for Alabama, the big Phylon. Came through for us last game, looked great, went for 30-plus PRA once more. And this matchup, honestly, man, I got to say it, got to call a spade a spade. Purdue has not looked that good at all this year. Granted, yes, TKR has been out for 2 games, but still, this last game, man, they were struggling so bad in the first half. Thankfully, the opposing offense ended up kind of puttering out towards the end of the game and had a bunch of turnovers, make it messy. But still, I mean, Braden really had to shoulder the load and do a lot of scoring. Had to go for 20 plus, and they only won by like 10 or something like that. Pretty small margin.
Yeah, and I think it was. I want to say it was by 2 after the third quarter. Something crazy. I was looking at that, like, wow. But I will say, and I felt the same. And then I was like, I can't hate on them too much because they didn't have Kaufman Wren, right? So that's a huge deal for them. So we'll see what they do tonight. It's going to be a good one, man. I'm excited for this one.
Me too. And especially since it's in Alabama, because I would worry a little bit more if it was in Purdue, because Alabama was definitely a little, sketch on the road last year. And Purdue is very dangerous at the house. I mean, that was like, we don't bet many college money lines, but damn it, Purdue at the house was like 9 out of 10 times.
True. And they're only going to be a year better together, all three of them again. Top guys. So
yeah,
right back. TKR's 20.5 now. Ooh wee. It's up there, man. For a guy coming off an injury, that's too much for me.
That's so expensive. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna make you pay the tax for it today, so do keep that in mind. But again, hey, if they're gonna keep adjusting him and they're gonna leave this fantasy line, let's throw this in the queue because I'll bet you this is gonna bump maybe even before we hop off.
You know what I came to a conclusion. You know how we've been making rules, kind of, so it kind of keeps you in this little zone of trying to master things. For this one too, remember when we took Yaxel, right? And I was like, man, he's not all the way healthy. We don't know. He might be, but the fact that we don't know, when TKR's props come up there, he better be crazy value for us to want to put money on it. That's my new thing. Like if a dude's coming back from injury, I'm not playing his normal line. It got to be something crazy that to make me want to play it. Other than that, bro, we got to pass. Is that just that small chance that he's a little bit more injured, we're going to get an L. Fuck that. I don't want that when I bet. I don't want that. I'll skip it and wait. I don't have to bet. New motto.
No, 100%. For me, 17.5 points would have been great. The 18.5 is pretty tolerable, but now that he's moved so much, I mean, you just gotta let it go or try and find value elsewhere with it. Coach also brought up a good point. For Underdog, they do offer some of the boost, so you could take an alt line with him to get some exposure to it, and then use a boost accordingly for that.
Sure, yeah. Those boosts are definitely come in handy for this kind of stuff. It's fun to do that. You can alt down if you're not sure, and you get at least get most of your money back. Good value, surprisingly, on a shit pick'em site. But yeah, it's good value.
Yeah.
Easy to win.
Well, something that hopefully is not going to be shit. We got Big Phylon today, man. I'm excited to see him in this matchup.
Yes.
And we talked about him last time and assumed that he was going to be the man, and he definitely was a man down the stretch in the last game. So love to see it. Almost a 30% usage rating again, which, I mean, for me, I think this is totally sustainable for him this season, somewhere in the high, 27, 28% usage. The minutes could have been a little bit better. He did pick up some foul trouble in the beginning of the second half or something, but we also got lucky that the other guard fouled out too, so he ended up having to play the whole rest of the game. But I don't think the foul is going to be quite an issue here. I mean, guarding Braden can be somewhat annoying, but I think we're going to see Braden really try to spread the floor out a lot today. A lot of addition, a lot of pick and roll action, try and get his bigs involved. And, also kind of manage the game a little bit easier, try and slow Alabama down in that regard. So the opposite end is going to be Phylon. And I mean, they like to push the pace. They love transition, love broken plays, all that good stuff. But I do like to see that also he was taking a few more threes this last game. That's something that was kind of, lackluster last season for Phylon. But 4 or 5 attempts, I can live with that on an average day. Hopefully this game we're looking closer to 6 attempts, but still getting the free throw line at least once a game. And that field goal volume, man, right around where we were asking. I was expecting 15 attempts, seeing 17 is even better. So somewhere in that 15 to 17 range, again, I think we're going to be sitting pretty. And he actually came up a lot short on the assists. That was kind of surprising to see. Only 3 assists was a little bit wild. But, hey, maybe that's another product of he's just at the end of the game. He's not going to pass the ball a lot. He's going to try and, get to the line, score as much as possible. But I think, honestly, it's something, though, that we could see more of an upside. Say if Braden throws a couple more early looks at him, try and slow him down, being able to dump it off to his one of the big helpful.
Those dogs are vicious out there, E. I like them, though. They're my friends. He's trying to tell them to stop, but he can't because they're too vicious. That's like my dog over here, actually. All right, well, hey, we lost E, I guess, so we're just going to sit here and wait for him to come back. Oh, no. He's good. Whew. So we got Phylon today. That's what's up, man. I'm excited about him, but I will say one thing. If you can hear me still, I don't know if you can, but whoever. Phylon last game, he kind of scared us there a little bit in the first half. You must admit, we were watching it and we were like, oh man, he was missing some shots. I think he had a couple assists, but the first half was a little scary. So if we see anything close to that, that's the only thing I'm worried about. 24.5 is just low enough, though, for me to still want to take the chance that he can continue to come through, right? I mean, he could be this guy the whole season. Could be, but we'll see. We will see. Purdue's another challenge. Kentucky, or who did he play? St. John's? No, St. John's, actually, he did really good against, so we'll see. I have faith, but I'm saying there is that thing in the back of my mind. Like, damn, man, I've seen him not play as well as he has in that second half for a full game. So hopefully not.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely like to see a few more shots go up, early on in the game. But again, I do like to, assuming, I don't necessarily think that Alabama's going to be playing from behind necessarily, but in a competitive environment, hopefully, when push comes to shove, he's not going to be passive like that. And you got to think too with, oh my goodness, I got hiccups. His Holloway, his wingman here. I mean, he also had a pretty insane game too. I mean, bro went 9 of 18 and 18 field goal attempts. That feels like hella high for him. I mean, he definitely, he was lucky to get double-digit field goal attempts last year for a lot of these games. And, I mean, that was whenever he was coming off the bench and literally competing with nobody for usage. So you can see the usage rating was still pretty fat for him, but the overall field goal volume, I mean, 18 attempts, that's a lot. I don't foresee that happening again.
Yeah, I mean, he should be their number 2 guy, though. I think he will do, obviously, he's going to do more than last year. No Sears, there's all that volume to fill. And guess what C-Dot says? And C-Dot's here.
Hey, what's up, man?
He says, E, tell Lassie to chill.
Yeah, they're just letting me know that somebody's home. That's okay. I mean, I would much rather than bark and let me know what's up than not at all.
Heck yeah. And they help you with the plays sometimes.
They do.
See?
You're not lying.
I ask my dog sometimes. Like, which one?
Yeah,
which one?
dog.
Bark once for this, twice for that. No.
Yeah, give me some Morse code here. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Philo looks great. Just kind of a do-it-all guard, and love to see that volume. So maybe still in the 16, 17 field goal attempts range, should be looking good. So we got that one locked in, and he has also moved a couple of times. I know the PRA is pretty much 25.5 on every site, and I even saw that FanDuel earlier, they moved his points up to 18.5.
Man, that's tough. There's Ren.
God, I'm a wizard, Andy. I'm telling you.
There's Ren. There's TKR up to 32. Man, I want to find something with him too high. Play the under, but I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. He's burned me before.
Yeah. No, I get it. That's what. Hey, I told you, man. I was going to throw it in the queue. This play was definitely going to bump with how much they were adjusting his other stuff.
Check out this. Check out this on Bet Online. You can do Braden Smith under 19.5 points, and then you can just add his getting 5 assists, just 5 assists, under 20 points, 5 assists, plus 125. Doesn't that sound phenomenal?
Damn, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Because you think he's going to get the 5. I mean, 90%. And then you think, is he going to get 20 points against Alabama? I guess because they run and he can. But I like that. I like the chance that he doesn't. I could be wrong because sometimes he just doesn't score. So I'm hoping maybe I'm wrong with this. Maybe Alabama will give up too much, but it feels like pretty good value. So I'm going to ride with that. 17 and a half. You go to 19 and a half. You get plus 125. That feels pretty good.
No, I mean 19 and a half is just in general way too high. That's like, 17 and a half was kind of his bar, but anything 20 and beyond, for him is really, really difficult. A lot of the times those games are when he's, banging in all these crazy amount of threes. I mean, if bro goes out and puts up 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 threes, and that just kind of is what it is. But normally, last year they shut that shit down. He didn't score a single 3 against Alabama. And to be fair, I mean, Alabama's been really good. You can see they're 50th best against the 3-point. So he is a little bit dangerous in the pick and roll game. I mean, he can definitely, obviously without scoring any threes, he still went for 17. But I think this year now with Phylon being on him and not Sears, I think he's going to play him a lot closer, not let him get that space, and really press him to stay out on the wing.
You're making me like it even more. I'm in.
Oh, but the assist definitely going to be there, though. That's something. I mean, whenever I saw he opened at 10 yesterday on Prizepicks, I really wanted to take the under just because I knew that line was an absolute error. But, I mean, he might be good for 10 in this matchup with his pace.
Let's go. I'm ready.
I guess we're not going to get any news on this the Cummings guy.
The only thing I will say that I did see though, he did go through warm-ups at least, and they did say that a couple hours ago, and then it says he's wearing his game shorts during warm-up, suggesting he is available. And then one dude says, what's it say here? He's dressed but watched warm-ups. He did run off the court full speed. He's Pitt's leading scorer and sat out the last game ankle. So, conflicting reports here, but I generally tend to feel like he's going to be available, but whatever. I mean, we got to get confirmation 100%. So, do you play his over now? And if he doesn't play, you're like, whatever, I'll just get a void. And then wait for the news and then play the other dude if he is out. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. I mean, they did unfortunately bump up Corhen to 20.5 PRA. I really like the 19.5, but
yeah.
If we really need that news, because I mean, we saw the one game that he did play and this guy was quite underwhelming. So I don't know. I mean, I'd probably just pass at this point if we're not going to get news in time. I'm not trying to force any losses today.
I like your attitude, E. Keep it tight. Passing's fine. Passing feels great unless every box is checked. Pass. Let's go.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not too worried about it. We have plenty of games left. Speaking of games left, let's kind of briefly touch on this California and Kansas State game. I mean, this is one that's I wish the props were a little bit more, plentiful. They gave us the points, and some of the base props, but no PRA. That's pretty obnoxious. No,
PRA?
they did add it. Okay.
Yeah, I was just looking at it over here. Like, what's he talking about? Now you're excited. Look at you.
Yeah, bro, man. Justin Pippen, I can't believe they bumped him down so much. I mean, this guy was at 24.5. He was 23.5 PRA factually game one because we played it. and 3.5 assists. And then he was 24.5 here and 24.5 here. And now he's 20.5. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, Cal now. Kansas State's going to win this game because Coach already said they were. Coach says what happens. So Kansas State's going to win. Is he going to be able to function against them? Is the question.
Who's that?
Oh, Pippen. Oh, Pippy.
I mean, I think so, honestly. The only thing I guess we're looking out for that maybe is adjusting the lines. This DJ Campbell could end up playing today. I hate this is one of the later games, but if he ends up playing, that could definitely throw a wrench in some of the usage here. But he hasn't played yet this season, so I would imagine somewhat limited or coming in off the bench maybe for the first game.
That's cool. That's some research we can figure out before we got 4 hours to do that. So we'll be ready.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I like Pippen. I mean, he's looked great. You can see these numbers are damn near identical every single game. Scoring still the same. Very, very capable of getting the free throw line. This last game was pretty impressive. I mean, bro just absolutely was getting every foul call in the second half last game. But 3-point volume, I think this is something he'll work on moving forward. But usage rating, mid to high 20s. We saw it spike up to 30 as well. PRA looks great. Fantasy, probably, there's the turnovers are quite a bit. But, yeah, that PRA looks nice, though.
Ant the Kid says Justin Pippen assists at 3.5. Do you like 3.5 assists, Mr. Assist guy?
Yeah, no, it was something we played on day one. From the house of Pippen. They like to ball handle and do a lot of dishing. So I like it. I mean, personally, yes, on the surface, I would say for sure I do like it, but I need to figure out why did his props bump down so much? Is it because
go ahead.
This guy?
I think I have maybe that guy, but I think it was the same with Cade. Was it Cade? One of those dudes. Yeah, it was Cade. They just haven't played anybody yet, I think. I'm looking on that one site that shows basically it ranks every single school, and the 3 games they played are like dudes at like 300. So, and we know Cal, they'll do good against that team, but this is against a real team. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I think that's why his line's low.
Well, one kind of cool thing about this team is, I mean, it's basically just off the back of 2 different players. I mean, it's Big Day and then Justin Pippen. I do like Day. Don't get me wrong. He's been phenomenal. The points are still very much so the same as last game. I mean, he opened the season at 14.5. Then they bumped him all the way up to 15.5 and 16.5. He was actually at 17.5 this last game. So he also got bumped back down again, which is kind of interesting. But I mean, really this team is basically just these 2 players, by far, and then sprinkle in all the others in between. But I like him, man. Dare I say on the surface, this is not a bad spot. But the 3.5 assists for sure, unless Pippen is not starting, that would be my only hesitation. But assuming that he's starting, 3.5 is quite low for him.
Isn't he one of their best players? Why wouldn't he start? Let's see. Last year, what's up?
I mean, you never know with coaches. I mean, he's only been in the league for the 2 years, so it's not like we got a lot from last year. He got hurt too.
I guess we got to figure out who that guy is that's coming in. Okay, I like it though. His numbers are crazy. I know you and Coach been talking about him, so he's interesting. But I bet you we are just getting value because they got a tough game here, and so that's cool. But that's cool because now we get a better line. What's up?
Oh no, I was agreeing with you. Probably just with now having a real matchup, they're making some adjustments. But damn, 3.5 assists, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, if you can get on BetMGM or Hard Rock, half unit for the unknowns at least. But yeah, that's not bad, man.
You know what that is right there, bro? If we had the potential assist stat somehow, that would be so telling with this kind of play. Because he could have 12 potentials every game, and you'd be like, ooh, I like that even more. But we don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I feel you on that.
I wish we did. Wish we could. But anyways,
I'm kind of surprised his RA is at 8 flat too. I mean, that's not even bad.
yeah, it's got to just be that matchup. The bookies are they're ready for that.
Yeah.
I feel like they've been here before. They're thinking, okay, people look at his numbers for these 3 games, and then they're like, why is this line so low? But then they're like, oh, they're just dumb. I'm going to play it. But really, it's got to be. They've done this to the point where they're like, okay, I've seen this before. This dude comes and he plays against a ranked team, a better team, a team that's supposed to beat them. So we can put his line low and take all this money for people to bet the over. And then we're sitting there like, okay, we'll take the chance. We know it's low, but we want this money because we've been here before. There's a 50-50 shot that this dude can't play as well against this team. It's there. That's what they're telling you, is what I see, how I look at it. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing there, buddies.
Yeah, no, it's either one of those plays. You're going to look back at, not even look back, because we were laughing about this on game 1 when they had it at 3.5, and I was screaming free, and you're like, oh, hold up now. And
yeah,
it was funny. It was funny to see because that game, he had 4 in like the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, and then the next game you see he only had 4. Like he literally just got there, and that was a very competitive game too. So
what was his line? What was his line when he only got 4? Do you know?
He was 4.5 that game. Yeah, I didn't play it.
These motherfuckers. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, man. Fuck these. Yeah, I feel like if you can figure out what they're doing, then you can make the right decision. You know what I mean? Like, why are they doing this? Okay, now I know. Do we believe in Pippen that much? Okay, I see what they're doing. All he got to do is do half decent against his good school. Can he do it or not? That's like a coach question. We don't know him that well. I don't know him that well, I'll say. But
yeah, no, 100%. But on the other side of things, though, maybe they're just holding out on props for a little while. But we didn't get any of the PRA, or no fantasy lines or anything either for Kansas State. So I know Big Coach likes Haggerty. I mean, Haggerty was a baller last year. Obviously, first 2 games this season, 20+ again.
Bro, I bet Cal's defense is going to give it up to Haggerty. Cal is just, oh my gosh, historically just like the Bengals. They're just not good.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, you can see the total 164.5 is definitely up there.
Yeah. I just hate 20.5. That's just crazy to me.
Right. That's the only thing, college level plays. He's a usage monster. Don't get me wrong. 35% and 25% is pretty good. But one of those just like, is this guy going to put up 20 points, every game in a row? I know.
But this, it's funny. This is the one time where I feel like he probably will. Cal. I have a feeling he's just going to run them over.
Well, we'll circle back to that a little bit later. Again, hopefully they drop us some props so we can, chop it up a little bit more.
What we could do with that one is on Bet Online, do a little same game parlay with some alts. Probably be feeling right. We'll see. We'll check it out. We shall check it out.
You could do Haggerty and Pippen and something like that late.
Mm-hmm.
Well, other than that, man, I think that's about all we got for today. It's still just going to be, one of those classic slates where there's a lot of could-be games and then a lot of real high projected blowouts and sprinkling some of the mopey schools. If you want to gamble on it, hey, I get it. Some of the players may look a little bit better on the surface, but the more data we get, better and sharper plays that we're going to have for you guys. So keep it high and tight. We got our value locked in, so make sure you guys are in the Discord and chop it up in there with us. Again, we're still running the 7-day free trial, so come check it out. Big Dog, you got anything else for us before we get out of here?
Nope. I'm just kind of excited to see all these games today. So there's 3, and there's also football tonight, so I will be busy. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yes, sir. All right, well, we will be back, I believe, we're streaming tomorrow for sure, since we got Saturday stuff too, right?
I'm sure, yeah. We'll probably have a lot tomorrow. Probably maybe make a video tonight if something pops up. We'll see.
Maybe turn those noties on. All right, bro. Sounds good. I'll catch you guys in the Discord. Good luck tonight. We'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Peace.